The 10 Commandments of Accessible Virtual Learning Content. Join us as we discuss a very helpful 10-point accessibility checklist for virtual learning materials.
I'm Susie Standards.
And I'm Professor Compliance. Susie will introduce each point.
And the professor will elaborate just a bit.
Accessibility Matters online tutorials will provide additional resources in our Learn More blog.
Are you ready?
Let's get started.
Number 1. Use text alternatives for any non-text content.
Any non-text content should have a text alternative. Audio requires a transcript. Video requires synchronous captioning and audio descriptions and a transcript. This allows the content to be changed into other forms people need, such as large print, braille, speech, symbols, or simpler language.
Number 2. Use color properly.
Do not use color alone to convey information. Describing a blue button will have no meaning for a screen reader user. Avoid blue, yellow, and red-green combinations. They limit users with color blindness. Use an accessibility testing tool to check for adequate color contrast.
Number 3. Use suitable font and font styles in all documents.
Avoid italics, underlined text, and small fonts. Choose a sans serif font which is clearly readable and has clear spacing between the letters. Fonts such as Verdana and Arial allow for maximum readability. Use styles and formatting when designing Word documents. Choose a good contrast between font color and background.
Number 4. Use large, clearly labeled symbols.
When using mathematical symbols in equations, utilize large, clear symbols in equations which can be resized by the reader using an equation editor, such as the one available within Microsoft Word. You can also use MathType to produce math milliliter equation code. This can be read by screen reader software.
Number 5. Use descriptive text for hyperlinks.
Never use click here for hyperlinks. The text of the hyperlink must inform the reader of the function of the link. Hyperlink text should clearly state where the link is going and why. Notify the learner if the text opens a new window.
Number 6. Label all images and tables clearly.
Don't include images that convey no information. This just adds clutter and has been proven to distract the learner. Make sure that the images you've used have alternative text or a long text description explanation associated with them. This is essential as an alternative for screen reader users and as an additional aid for all users. When saving images used in Office applications, change the setting in Word to compress images. This can reduce the size of the files. Avoid the use of color to convey the meaning of the image. Don't wrap text around images.
Number 7. Check that all PowerPoint slides can be read by a screen reader.
Only content that is visible in the outline view can be read by a screen reader. To ensure that all content is visible in the outline view, use the slide layouts provided, and do not use text boxes and embedded files, because screen readers will ignore all the content. Avoid using unnecessary animations. Only the very simplest will make any sense through a screen reader, and they can be very disruptive for some learners, so a descriptive alternative may be necessary. Use plenty of white space to avoid clutter. Use only sans serif fonts with a size of 24 points and above. Use the Notes field to add description and clarity to your material, but be aware that a screen reader does not read the notes. Notes can help when exporting slides to Word. Any images that are used will not be read by a screen reader. Describe what the image represents on the same slide that it appears and use alt text.
Number 8. Consider the format of all printed materials.
When materials need to be printed, suggest that the learner use cream-colored paper rather than white to increase the readability of the document.
Number 9. Bearing in mind the possible needs of a wide variety of learners, provide materials in multiple formats.
When creating PDF files, make sure that the PDF has been saved with the accessibility options turned on. It is a good idea to provide a Word version as an alternative for those who may not be able to access the PDF.
Number 10. Confirm that your materials are clear, succinct, and consistent.
Use short sentences. This gets the message across much better. Break text into paragraphs. Large blocks of text are difficult to read. Use white spaces where possible. Check the readability of your documents. Instructions should always be in the same place on each page in the document, tasks at each stage clearly labeled using the same headings, etc.
Considering each of these 10 points will go a long way towards making your online course content as accessible to all learners as possible.
Accessible course materials facilitate varied learning styles along with learners of varying abilities and challenges.
Hope you found our information helpful.
And remember, accessibility matters.